May I request that we all stand?
We thank you, sir, for approving the job evaluation and the bonus payout. We also thank you for accepting our invitation to be here personally with the PRB family despite your very busy schedules.
As you know, that government has implemented over the past number of years a policy to recognize individual performance. But also at the same time, in some organizations, we've seen that the organization's performance is also assessed. And overall, there is an impact on the individual payout for the members of that particular organization. This year, of course, the bonus that I'm going to announce today, it relates to the 2016 payout. And the total amount of bonus payout, purely what we call bonus payout, is $30,317.95, of which $23,000 actually goes towards the non-management staff, about $23,402. Non-management staff, $6,915. On top of that, however, there are certain non-management staff, because of their performance, the individual performance, they're also receiving a pay increment because of that high performance of theirs. And that includes, that is an amount of $10,590.21, which is a total payout of $40,908.16. Now, some may think it's not that big amount, but in fact it is. Given in particular the level of rental collection that PRB has been achieving, and that, of course, is reflective on the fact that there needs to be a bit more work done. But besides the fact that you have perhaps collected up to about 77% of the rental that is due, nonetheless, the individual performances of the members of the organization are being recognized, and I think that's a good thing. In certain organizations, in particular in the private sector, if you don't actually achieve 100% of your total collectibles, you won't ever get paid anything. And there's some people from the private sector here, they'll tell you that. However, we also recognize the fact that in the PRB, there has been a need to recognize and indeed be able to benchmark the salaries that exist in PRB and so compared to other members in the private sector. So it is good news. We've got a payout of $40,908.16. But also coupled with that, I think, which is even a much better news, is the actual job evaluation exercise. The job evaluation exercise means that the salary range which you now can get, in fact, will be even greater. So that salary range is now expanded. So both for the administrative staff, it's gone up quite significantly, and the bands, of course, the management will tell you about that. But it's almost in some instances it's gone up by more than 50%. In some of the other areas, of course, it's been a low amount, but nonetheless, the salary range actually has increased significantly, also for the unestablished staff. Ladies and gentlemen, you provide a very important role, or carry out a very important role, in one of the government's major key areas of service delivery. As has been announced a couple of weeks ago, and also the Minister for Housing and Community Development, Honorable Pramila Kumar, is doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And so are we through the Ministry of Economy in conjunction with the Ministry to ensure that the stockpile, and I've said this before, they ensure the stockpile of homes that are available to ordinary Fijians actually increases. And that includes both in what we call the rental space and also in terms of the ownership space. I don't know how many of you over here own your own homes. How many of you actually whether you live in public rental premises. But the reality is that the rate of home ownership in Fiji is very low. So we are currently working with the various international organizations, including World Bank and IFC, and you'll see some announcements made in that respect, where how we can fast track the delivery of stockpile of homes so more Fijians can start owning their own homes. And that is very, very important, because the moment you get people owning their own homes, they will also go less to the money lenders. They'll have a form of security which also they can pass on to their children. The rental space also And I want to share this with you, that about 18 months ago we brought a expert from the World Bank who actually specializes in low-cost housing, what's called low-cost housing or affordable housing. And one of the things she found, she's in fact in charge of a particular housing development, affordable housing development in Indonesia, almost to the tune worth of about $1 billion. That's how large the project is. Because they also have some, want to address housing issues. And they found that the cost of construction in Fiji per rental property was in fact extremely high for what is being delivered. I think it worked out to be about $80,000. Because if you factor in the utilities, if you factor in the construction and various other amenities that's been included, it's extremely very high. It's not the fault necessarily of Public Rental Board, but it's the overall industry that needs to be looked at. Many construction companies in Fiji still have very old methodologies of constructing buildings. You see the brick, the plaster, and what have you. So it requires a lot of labor. It requires a lot of labor hours, I should say. It has many old ways of doing things, as opposed to using new methodologies. And that is the space that we want to get into. But on the flip side, of course, government has been providing a number of initiatives. As you know, we started the first home buyer's grant. The first home, if you're building your home, you get a grant. If you're buying your home, you get a grant. We've now sort of nuanced it a lot more. So you get a lot more if you earn between up to $50,000. You get slightly less if you earn up to $100,000. On top of that, last year, or in this year's budget, we actually announced that if you are somebody who earns less than $50,000 and you're buying your first home, you can get an interest rate of 5% or less. But we then further did a deal with the Reserve Bank of Fiji and the banks that we will subsidize another 1% of your interest rate. So now if you earn less than $50,000, you're buying your first home, you then of course can get an interest rate, say about 4.75% or 4.5%. Government will come along and then subsidize another 1%. So you pay about 3.5% or 3.75%. Again, this is to make home ownership very attractive. The issue about public rental housing, of course, the idea is that people need to be graduated from that eventually. That's the whole idea. That it does not become a lifetime or lifelong residential property, but in fact you graduate. So we give you some relief. Government subsidizes some of the rental rates that they have to pay, and then eventually they graduate to own their own homes. And in this new way of thinking, the Public Rental Board will need to also remodel itself. You will in fact end up probably being what we call the body corporates, where you will actually look after the properties themselves. And we can get more private sector investing in the space of public rental housing. There's a number of ways that we can do that. So the reason why I'm giving all of this background, ladies and gentlemen, in particular the staff, is that you can start thinking along new lines. You need to start remodeling yourselves. And that will ensure that you not just have security of jobs, you have sustainability of jobs, but we also create more jobs, but also how you remodel yourselves as individuals to perform a lot better. Because we are now in the 21st century. We have had 9 years of straight growth in the economy. We need to go up to the next stage of our economic development. You can see many changes that are taking place in Fiji. We are currently, for example, working with the Singaporeans in respect of developing digital Fiji. And if you go to Singapore and see how they've developed their communities, how they develop their housing projects, a lot of them is self-contained. If you look at the old ways of doing things in Fiji, generally when they developed a particular area, they never thought about, let's put a school there, let's put a park there, let's put a medical center there, let's put maybe a few shops where some lady can do the sulu chambers, somebody can sell food, somebody can do the repair of the shoes, etc. It needs to be entire community development. And also then if you have the digital platform, a lot of people can do a lot of the transactions, through trading. You need to put a few shops there. Because overall, if you look at things like climate change, the less we travel, the less carbon footprint we have. So if I have to catch a bus all the way to go and buy my vegetables, then I have to burn more fuel. But if there's a mini market available in the community we've developed, I can walk to the mini market. Today, 50% of the entire population is below the age of 27. 70% is below the age of 40. In 20 years' time, 30 years' time, all these people will get old. As you get elderly, you want more things readily available around you. And so we need to think about the future. When you build, you need to think about the future. Don't think only up till here, up to your noses. So that's how we need to remodel ourselves. That's how you need to think about yourselves. That's how you need to think about, well, how I, as an individual member of this organization, can contribute to the evolution of Public Rental Board. The Public Rental Board of 20 years cannot exist anymore. The Public Rental Board of the 21st century must exist. And you as individuals need to develop new ideas. So please, if you have new ideas, new way of dealing things, don't be bound to the current ways of doing things. Make those suggestions. Make suggestions to your CEO. Make suggestions to your board. So we can, all of us together, as a group, can see how best we can further deliver services to ordinary Fijians. So I'd like to thank all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for your contribution. Congratulations to all of you who received the bonuses. Even further congratulations to those of you who received salary increments. And of course, with the job evaluation exercise which will be backdated to 2018, you'll also get a better category of your salary delivery. Thank you very much, and I wish you a good day. Naka.